In order to reopen Kentucky, the governor says the state will need to hit several benchmarks. Testing for the coronavirus plays a big role in all of it. So the state is ramping up its testing efforts, hoping to have thousands of tests done over the next several weeks. LEX 18's political reporter Carolina Buchek is working remotely, and she joins us live with this story.
Well, testing for the coronavirus here in Kentucky has been a little difficult since the beginning, and we're still having some trouble with it. For example, the governor says getting the swabs that we need to actually take these tests, that's a little bit of a problem right now. But this testing, it will become critical because in order to reopen Kentucky's economy, a lot of people are going to need to be tested. So that is what the state is trying to do. Last week, Kroger began its drive-through testing in Franklin and Kenton counties. And this week, it is expanding. From Tuesday to Thursday, drive-through testing will be done in Madisonville, in Paducah, Somerset, and Pikeville. So the question is, who can get tested? Well, people with COVID-19 symptoms. We're talking about cough, fever, shortness of breath. They qualify. Healthcare workers or first responders who have been exposed to COVID-19, they also qualify. And also, people who may have been exposed and have mild symptoms like a runny nose or sore throat, they also qualify. So if you fall into these categories, you can get tested. And the goal is to test about 20,000 people across Kentucky over the next few weeks, just using this drive-through service alone. And in order to reopen the state, our testing really has to ramp up. And the governor says we need 14 days of a downward trend in our cases, which as of right now, he says, we're not seeing.
But also know that we're not in the 14 days that we talk about of decreasing that we need to, under the White House guidelines, to do certain things. I mean, we are still in the midst of this fight against a deadly and highly contagious virus.
Well, the White House says the percentage of our total cases, that is also going to be critical information because we're not just talking about raw numbers, not the daily number of new cases that we have. The White House says as long as for 14 days, our percentage of total cases is on a downward trajectory, we are on route to reopen our economy.